Hi, I'm Michael McCullough, and I'd like to speak to you today about the Epiphone Olympic. The Olympic is a solid body electric guitar made by Gibson under the Epiphone brand between 1960 and 1970. It came out as a budget guitar, and in 1960 there were very few made, probably around 60 or 70 guitars. In the first few years, in 61, 62, 63, they made between 100 and 200 guitars. It started becoming a popular brand in 64, and then in 65 it really took off until 1970. The guitars themselves are pretty simple. They are solid body mahogany. They either have a vibrola or a wrap tail. They come with one or two. So the Epiphone single is the one pickup guitar. The Epiphone double is the two pickup guitar. Volume and tone control for each pickup. The pickups are the single coil Melody Maker pickups that you'll see in the Melody Maker guitars. The neck, you have full access on the neck. It binds to the body at the 22nd fret. It's a one-piece mahogany neck with a rosewood fingerboard. Between 60 and 63, all Epiphone electrics have this shorter, squattier headstock with the three on the side tuners. These are strip tuners with buttons. And it has a silkscreen logo. In 64, you'll see the headstock changes. I have a couple of examples of that. Nut width in 63 is the full 1 11/16. That will change in 1964 on most of these models. As far as the sound, it sounds like a Melody Maker guitar. Pickups have an interesting sound to them. They're not as full and deep as the other Gibson pickups, but they have a fun sound to them. They're great guitars to play. So as you can see, the tone and sound is not as strong as a humbucking pickup or a P90 pickup, but they have an interesting and fun tone. A lot of the high end of the tone comes out. It loses a lot of the low end, but they're fun guitars to play. Great access to the neck, the higher register in the neck. The carve on the neck in this guitar is similar to other Gibson guitars in 63. It gets a little chunkier. The 60 through 62 is a little thin. 60 and 61 are really thin. 62 gets a little more. 63 and 4 on these guitars gets a little chunkier. But they've got a nice sound to them, and they're very fun to play. Now I have two other examples. This one again is from 1963. The next example I have is a double from 1965. So as you can see, what changes on this guitar is you have the vibrola tailpiece with a wraparound bridge, but this one has two pickups. So this is the Epiphone, one volume and one tone control for each pickup and a selector knob. You'll also notice that the headstock changes. So in 64, you'll see it goes from the three on each side. It goes to this longer batwing headstock where the tuners are 6 in a row. The other thing that happens in 64 on most Gibson solid body electrics is that the nut width shrinks from 1 11/16 to 1 9/16. This is a 65, just like all Gibsons in 65. The nut width is 1 9/16. Otherwise, it's the same as the 63 and has a similar sound to it. Let me put both pickups on for you so you can hear it. There's one other guitar I'd like to show you, which is another 65. This one a single, but this one in a custom color. So what happens in 1963 and 64 is that Epiphone starts offering many of its solid body guitars in custom colors. There was a yellow, you'll see an orange sometimes, and black was not a listed custom color in the catalog. There was a yellow, a blue, and an orange. Black is a truly special order custom color. This is the only Epiphone Olympic in factory black that I've ever seen. It is a single version, so this is the Epiphone single, custom color black. It has the same vibrola tailpiece and wraparound bridge, same batwing headstock, 6 on a side, well 6 in line, Clousson tuners, same 1 and 9/16 nut width. Again, fun playing guitar. So the Epiphone Olympics are a fun playing guitar, interesting sound and tone in the pickups. They were a budget guitar when they were first made. They still are, as far as the vintage guitar market is concerned. These are not expensive guitars, but they are great to play. The other thing you can do with these guitars, unlike most other Gibson models, is because they have a plate that has the pickups and the electronics in it, you can swap out this plate for a repro plate. You can put any pickups you want. The routings actually in here are quite large. You can put larger pickups. You can put coil switches. You can do anything and keep the original. So you have the vintage plate and electronics. Just take out the ground wire, swap in a repro plate with any type of pickups you want, and you could play it, and you can always put the original back in. So they're versatile, fun guitars to play, great sound, and I really enjoy them. Thanks for listening.